Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is June 24th, 2015, and today is Wednesday. Wow, so looking at the economic calendar this morning, we've got a few numbers coming out this morning. Firstly, we have a 10 a.m. German Euro number, German IFO number, business climate change. It's a relatively important number that's coming out, so let's see how it affects the euro. Of course, we have Eurogroup meetings the whole day. As we know, we had them yesterday, and we'll see how that affected the euro. And then finally, at 2:30 South African time, we have quarterly GDP numbers coming out for the United States. These are the final numbers for the quarter. So let's start looking at the Euro USD. Looking at the Euro USD, let's open up the graph. This is a daily graph, and as you can see, we mentioned this kind of yesterday that we had this little bit of a resistance around this 114 level, and in truth, that's what happened. You see, we retraced about almost 250 pips, which is a big retracement for the Euro USD yesterday. We're now settling at 111.83. This is another, I would say, threshold. As we can see here, I have a red line at 111.21. We're just above that 11.83. In all fairness, let's see what happens today with the Euro groups, how they unfold, how the news unfolds with Greece, and obviously this is very much affected with what's going on with Greece. So, if you're a fast trader and you could be in and out very quickly, this was a tremendous position for you. But as you can see here, we've kind of consolidated here on the 15-minute chart. But this is really just being in front of the computer, or putting alerts on your computer and letting yourself know when something is breached. And once it's breached, and it's breached with some volume or breached with some velocity, then you know that you can chase it a little bit. So that's what happened with the Euro USD. Let's see how the GBP USD fared out. Also sold off into yesterday's move. But again, not as extreme. So the GBP is holding relative strength against the USD vis-a-vis the euro. So you see that it's more contained to the euro, and it's not that the US dollar is getting stronger across the board. So it's just that the euro is getting weaker across versus the USD. Looking at the Dow Jones yesterday, not a big day for the Dow Jones yesterday, up 40 points, really non-brainer. But as you can see, we're closing in on the higher range here, and we're right there. So let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Are we going to go to this 18,111? Are we going to try and breach this 18,200 again? That remains to be seen. So just be vigilant, and you're available 4:30 South African time. That's when the U.S. markets open, and then you can take some trades in the Dow Jones. Looking at gold here. Gold is at the bottom of its level right here, trading at 111.71, not 1171, excuse me. And as you can see here, we breached this 1183, and now we're testing this 1171 level. So we're at 1177 right now. You're going to have to really keep a sharp eye on this, because as we said, anytime it's dipped into these areas, it was great buying opportunity and selling opportunity. You got to be really vigilant in terms of taking stop losses. Although it is trading in a range, and it's a good place probably to pick it up right here. I would teeter in, teeter out, as we always suggest you do, so that you're not overexposed. So this might be a really great buying opportunity for the gold right here. But just be careful on the downside, and if it does go against you, you could always flip it. So, multiple opportunities there. Looking at oil here, this is actually July futures in oil. Let's see if we could update the graph right here. Excuse me, just bear with me, please. Okay, so looking at oil here, we're trading at 61.05 at the upper range. Again, so, it's just been like really trading between these two ranges, 61, 62 on the high level. Again, also maybe a good opportunity to sell short at about this level. I'm going to just, highlight it for the next time. So it might be a really good opportunity to sell short. And like I said, you could teeter in and teeter out. it is a quick one. So, we're only trading in about a $5 to $6 range. So if you do take your profits, take them quickly and be realistic about it. It's not going to go down to 40 overnight. But if it does go down to, 59.5 or 59.80, might be a good place to really book your profits on the short side. Also on the long side, I would take much sharper stop losses. I'd put it right above 61.30, just because the risk versus reward has to really be there. So I don't want to expose myself overly too much with a trade if I don't need to. There are plenty of other trades that you can trade. You can definitely trade the gold, which probably is a better trade, and looking at the euro definitely has more opportunities. So, I don't have to, I can be selective about what I trade here, just because, I have the option of trading much better symbols. That's always a better strategy when, you don't feel yourself compelled to trade a specific currency or a specific symbol. This is Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.